Alright, so we're going to look at the color code of this capacitor. Alright, so we got a brown and a black on the case for ground. Red, orange, and yellow. And those match this schematic right there. Then here's the other two. And those match those. Alright, here's what it looks like with the big resistor removed. So we got two yellows going to that point. And we got two reds that tie together. And then this big resistor with the red wire feeds the other two red wires. Alright. Got that one done. Now we got part two. We gotta get these two. I guess I'll do this top one first. Then I'll do the lower one. Alright, the ground on this capacitor is not attached to the ground of the chassis. Alright, so here's the finished product. It's new. Now I put shrink tubing on these because the case ground on these capacitors is hot. It's not chassis ground, so you got to make sure that the case on these two capacitors is not common with your chassis, or you're going to have a big mess. Yeah, here's the other one. Now that one, the case is chassis ground, so that's fine. Okay, I finally got to the point where channel 1 and channel 2 are the same volume. So then I go to the next phase and I could hear crackling and popping, even though both channels did not sound loud enough. And swapped out V3 and both channels got louder and all the crackling and popping was gone. And there was still a little bit of hum in the background. So I went and replaced the hum balance. I find that in old tube amps, it's pretty much always a good idea just to put in a new hum balance control. There's no reason not to. They're not expensive, and the upside is usually very positive. So everything on this sounds pretty good now. It's plenty loud, and the noise floor is way low. Okay, the last thing to check would be the reverb. So set up the tank and let's play some guitar through it. I hear reverb. Alright, that's pretty good. Alright, so now that everything seems to be working, I'm going to go through and resolder all the tube sockets before I button it up. There's no downside to that either.